Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. In today's video, I am reviewing a polygel kit from Amazon and the name of this company is called Burano. So a few days ago, I reviewed a polygel kit from Burano's and my first impression of this polygel kit is that the box is really nice. It's decent compared to the box that the other polygel kit came in. This one is way better. So I'm just going to be doing an unboxing to show you guys what I got. So the first thing is some instructions and then we get some polygels. I got 6 15-gram tubes of polygels and I decided to choose the green polygels because I'm going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day nail set and the cost of this polygel kit is $13, I believe. So I'm just going to be swatching the polygels for y'all to see, and this kit is not a polygel starter kit. It's just 6 tubes of polygel in this kit, and if you're interested in purchasing a polygel kit from Burano, I will leave a link to another review I did a few days ago. Y'all could check that out. So I am going to be doing a St. Patrick's Day nail set. As I said before, I'm using my 2XL ballerina nail tips, so I'm just applying them using gel base coat. I did already prep my nails and apply my own peel off base coat off camera because I don't intend on keeping these nails on for that long. Next, I am applying gel base coat to all of the nails and curing that for 30 seconds. Usually I would buff the surface of the nails to remove the shine. However, since I'm not planning to keep these nails on for that long, I decided to skip that step, and when I'm finished I would cure this for 30 seconds. I also applied my sunscreen to my hand off camera. Now the first polygel I'm going to be using is the glitter green polygel, which is such a gorgeous glitter green. So I'm just going to be applying a large bead of that polygel to the middle nail. I did forget to place some soap solution in my dampener, so that's what I was doing there. And while doing that, the polygel did not move, which is a good sign. It shows that the polygel is stiff. And when using the polygel, I could mold the polygel pretty easily, so that's also a good sign. It shows that the polygel can be stiff. However, when you apply slip solution to the polygel, it can mold easily. So I'm just distributing the polygel on my middle nail right here, making sure that the whole nail is covered with this beautiful glitter green polygel. Then I flip my finger over and taper in the sides so that when it's time for filing, I don't have much filing to do. So yeah, I'm doing that just to taper in the sides and stuff, and when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. I did apply another bead of glitter polygel to this nail off camera, a very tiny bead, just to get any of the spaces that I missed, because since this is a glitter polygel, you know, sometimes when you apply glitter, certain sections of the nail mainly has more clear than glitter, so I just applied some more of the glitter polygel just to get more opacity in certain areas on the nail. It wasn't much polygel needed. Now moving on, I applied a small bead of this green polygel to the nail bed area of the thumbnail, and I'm just distributing that at the nail bed only and making a straight line across the nail so that my nail bed does not show. So that's what I'm doing right here, and when I'm ready, I would cure this for 60 seconds. Now I'm going in with a second bead to build the thickness of the nail and the opacity. However, on the first layer, this polygel was really opaque, so it really was not for the opacity. It was mainly to build the thickness of this nail. And when I'm finished, I would cure for 60 seconds. And I always like to get a bird's eye view of the nail to make sure that the nail is pretty rounded. If it is not rounded, I would move the polygel from one side to the next so that it is pretty even and stuff. So yeah, that's what I like to do. Now on the middle nail, I'm going to be encapsulating the glitter nail right now. Since I need to file the thumbnail and also the rest of the nails that I'm going to be doing, I want to encapsulate this nail one time so that I don't mistakenly encapsulate any dust inside of the nail. So that's why I like to encapsulate my glitter nails, or any nail that needs to be encapsulated. I like to do that first before filing the nail. Sometimes I forget, but I didn't forget this time, so that's what I'm going to be doing. And the clear polygel, at first I thought the clear polygel was good. It wasn't great because it wasn't very clear. It had a bit of cloudiness to it, but I didn't mind that because not all polygels can be like Model 1's polygel or even Macart polygel, so I was okay with that. However, when I recorded the nail set with flash on, you will see later on in the video what I'm talking about. I really didn't like it after that, so I do not recommend using this clear polygel. I just didn't like it. So yes, I cured the first layer for 30 seconds and now I'm going in with another bead just to build the apex area of this nail, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. And also, blending this clear polygel was a bit challenging. It was resisting the blend. And I also had that same issue with the green polygel when I had to apply a second bead to the same nail. I had some resistance on some of the nails, so that is one thing that I thought I would mention. It wasn't very smooth when I was trying to blend the uncured polygel to the cured polygel. There was some sort of resistance. Now moving on to the index nail, I applied a small bead of the green polygel to the nail bed area only and pulling it down just a bit. I am doing a Colorblock nail on this nail. Well, most of these nails are Colorblock and negative space nails, so I'm just doing that, making sure that the line across the nail is straight and making sure that the polygel is smooth on the nail. And when I am ready, I would cure that for 30 seconds. So this is how it looks, and this is a side view. So I'm going in with a second bead to build the thickness of this nail, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. And I did the same thing on the pinky nail off camera. Now I am applying some rubbing alcohol to the nails to remove the tackiness so that I can file the nails to get a straight and crisp line. And I just go over the nail a bit just so that I can get a proper shape of the nails for now. So I'm just dusting off all of the dust, and then I use some rubbing alcohol to remove most of the dust. And I noticed that the nail had a lot of scratches on it and it was looking a bit discolored. It was looking a bit white. Sometimes that happens and all I have to do is apply some gel base coat and it goes away. However, for certain polygels, especially polygels that I'm not familiar with, these things happen, and then when you are finished with the nails look really white. And I couldn't risk this happening with my St. Patrick's Day nail set, so I decided to remove the nail from the index nail and the thumbnail, but I left the one on the pinky nail just for research purposes. So I left the one on the pinky nail and I decided to redo the index nail and the thumbnail, and I only did one layer on both the index nail and the thumbnail. Then I am going to be encapsulating the index nail and the thumbnail with clear polygel. This will protect the green polygel so that when I file over it, it does not turn white. And this did work for the most part. In certain areas on the index nail, well, 1 or 2 areas on the index nail, I noticed that there was some whiteness on the nail still. But for the most part, it was not as white as it was when I did it the first time. On the pinky nail, I don't know if y'all could really see it on camera, but on the pinky nail, there were a lot of scratches on the nail when I was finished, and it was a bit white. It wasn't as white as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be worse than that, but it was still white. And I was a tad bit disappointed that the pinky nail wasn't as white as I imagined that it was going to be, because I felt like I wasted my time redoing the index nail and the thumbnail. But I bet you if I didn't redo the index nail and the thumbnail, it would have looked worse than that. So it's best that I do it over just to ease my mind, because this would have bothered me if I didn't do it over and the nail looked super white. That would have stressed me out. I would not want to upload this video if it was like that. So it was for the best that I redid the index nail and the thumbnail, and I just showed a comparison of how it looked on the pinky nail and the index nail, just to show that when you encapsulate the green polygel, it protects the nail a lot better than when you build the nail with green polygel and file. So yeah, I'm just showing a comparison of the both nails. Do you see how much scratches on the one that I removed compared to the other one? OMG. So anyway, moving on, I'm going to be using the glitter polygel on the index nail as well, and making a color block with this glitter, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going in with a second bead of the glitter polygel on the index nail, just to make this section of the nail a little more opaque. And before curing this section, I am going to be using some heart-shaped glitters on the nail to create a 4-leaf clover. So I'm doing that on the wet polygel, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. Off camera, I did change up the position of the 4-leaf clover and cured it for 30 seconds. So this is how it looks, and I did the same for the pinky nail. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the middle section of the index nail with some clear polygel. And I cured that for 30 seconds. Now I'm using rubbing alcohol to remove the tackiness, and then I would file the nail to get a crisp straight line. Now I'm going in with the green polygel at the tip area of the index nail, and I would cure that for 30 seconds. And I will be encapsulating this section of the nail with clear polygel. So moving on, I'm going to be using this gold foil. So I'm just going to be placing some on my nail palette and separating it into smaller pieces. Then on the ring nail, I apply a layer of gel base coat, and before curing, I'm going to be picking up some of the gold foils and placing it on the nail. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. Then moving on to the thumbnail, I am going to be doing the same thing. So I'm placing the green heart-shaped glitters on my nail palette for easier access. Then I'm going to be applying some more gel base coat on the ring nail. And before curing that, I'm going to be using the heart-shaped glitters to make 4-leaf clovers on the ring nail. And I will be making some 3-leaf clovers as well. And if you really just find the video, don't forget to hit the like button below, comment your thoughts on the design, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video. Now moving on to the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So after curing the nails, this is how it looks. Now I am applying gel base coat again just to seal in the glitters so that they do not move when I am encapsulating the nails. I'm doing that for the ring nail and the thumbnail, and I would cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be encapsulating the tip area of the index nail, and then I would cure that for 30 seconds. I did not encapsulate the tip area of the pinky nail, so the only section of the pinky nail that is encapsulated is the glitter section. The rest of the nail I build it up with the green polygel. I just wanted to give an example of how the nail would look when it is encapsulated and how it would look when I build up the nail with the green polygel, and also my experience when I was filing the nails. So moving on, I'm going to be encapsulating the ring nail, and then I will cure that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going in with a second bead on the ring nail to build the apex of this nail, and I would cure that as well for 30 seconds. Now moving on to the thumbnail, I am encapsulating the glitter area of the nail and curing that for 30 seconds. Then I'm going in with a second bead to build the thickness of this nail and curing that for 30 seconds. So this is after encapsulating the nails. So now I am using some rubbing alcohol to remove the tackiness, and then I filed the nails off camera. So this is after filing off the nails. Now I'm going to be using gel top coat on all of the nails and curing that for 30 seconds. And I'm just showing you guys some white marks that I had on the index nail, even though I encapsulated the green polygel. So I still got some white marks, but it wasn't as much as I had gotten when I did not encapsulate the nail. And by the way, if y'all are seeing any whiteness around the cuticle area of the pinky nail, that is because the pinky nail popped off, so I had to use glue to adhere it again. So that's why you're seeing that whiteness around the cuticle area of the pinky nail. I also top coated the underside of the ring nail and the thumbnail and cured for 30 seconds. So this is how the nails are looking. And as I said before, the whiteness around the pinky nail is because of glue that I used to adhere the pinky nail again after it popped off. So I'm just trying to show you guys the marks on the index nail. I don't know if you all can see it, but I'm trying my best. I hope you all can see it. And on the pinky nail there are a lot more white marks, a lot more scratches on the pinky nail. So anyway, now I am going to be applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. So guys, let me know what you think about my St. Patrick's Day nail set. I think it turned out really good. I'm interested to know what all of y'all think about my nail set. I really like how this nail design turned out, and using Burano's polygel, it was pretty interesting. I liked some of their polygel and some of their polygel I didn't like that much. But in general, it is a really good polygel kit. If you're not interested in purchasing it, I will leave a link in the description below. And as you're seeing here, I took a video of the nails with flash only, and do you guys see how many spots there are on the nails? And it's only on the index nail, middle nail, and ring nail and thumbnail, because those are the nails that I encapsulated with the clear polygel. The pinky nail doesn't have any because I didn't encapsulate the pinky nail with clear polygel. So that was kind of disappointing because I did like the clear polygel a bit. It wasn't my favorite, but it was okay. However, after seeing this, I really didn't like the clear polygel anymore. But yeah, I'm just letting you guys know what I think about the Burano's polygel kit. Let me know what you guys think about the kit. The kit is only $13 and you get some really nice green polygels, an assortment of green polygels for just $13. So that is a good thing. But the clear polygel is from another Burano's polygel kit and it's not my favorite. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about the nail set in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.